Okay. See, we got a little bit of under right there. I just clamped this up to copy pattern, and I'm just showing you what it looks like before I start it. So you kind of undercut here a little bit too much, as well as right here. It shouldn't affect, it's not going to affect anything other than possible aesthetics. So then let's go to the gap issue. And I don't know if you were talking about the gap regarding the handle gap. Yeah, I'm going to assume so because it was left with the note with the live blade mentioned. So I'm going to assume the handle gap on the live blade when you tried it was a little bit off, and I can see exactly why. So when I line these up, like down here, okay, and I'm using a 3/16 dowel punch. When I actually go to set this and crank it and tape it down, what I use that to get into the, I don't know what the hell you call that, Zen cup, Zen nipple for the close side, whatever. But so we're going to basically trim this to the pattern of this blade. So where we're talking about, anyway, so I line this up down here. You see how the Zen nipple on the gal's blade, the trainer blade, is a little bit to the left. Now we didn't, or it's going to be, it can be matched up perfect because there's metal there. It's bigger. It's not under like if I was to shift it like this. See what I'm saying? How it's like, yep, okay. But we bring it here, which is lining it up down here. Hold on a minute. Excuse me. Alright, so it's lining it up down there. So that's what we're going to go with. You see, we need to take a little bit off the right side in the video, and then thank goodness whoever was grinding it stopped where they did right there, because we got a little tiny nook to get in the corner there, and it'll be lined up well. The close gap should be perfectly fine because that stuff matches up well, but just up here we're going to get, and then like I said, on the trainer blade, it's a little bit, you know, there's a little bit of material ground off here that would ideally have been left just for aesthetics. See what I'm saying? But actually it's kind of, looking at it here, because it's kind of an issue, because I have the bushings in here on both blades. So, and this is a 3/16 bolt, so it's acting just like a pivot. There's no movement, everything's squared up with the bushings and such. And so that's the size washer that's going to be used for the knife. It's a stainless steel 10mm washer for a lucha. It's a race washer, but it's actually, it's a little bit, let's hope they're a little bit wider than those, because if so, yeah, they're a smidgen wider. Okay, good, they're a smidgen wider. So what my concern was, see how the washer's hanging off of that a little bit right there. So that's like, that's the inside of your pivots. So there's going to be a spot where, like, if that washer is hanging off that much, that's not really too good. See how much overhang we have back there? We don't have any there. Okay, you stopped good there. Okay, good. But I'm not gonna match that side up to that. Like, I'm gonna match it up around here, but I'm not going to purposely encroach washer engagement just to match that. You won't even see that anyway. Where would you see that? If the handles, when the handles are open, you'll see it. When they're closed, you won't. Open, you'll see just maybe a blade sitting a little deeper, but it's not going to be. But you see what I'm saying? Like, we got meat there for that washer to be comfortable, and it's going to take the profile. See, there's how the washers are lined up on this fix. There's a nice, there's no overhang to them. There's good engagement for 100% of the washer's surface. So that's the only issue I see, and that's not really an issue that's going to cause anything with tuning, I don't think, or anything like that. It's just, it's visual, aesthetic. It might not show too much, but you see, we're a little zealous there, a little zealous there, because we would like that to be present on the live blade, but it's not. So we're going to do what we could here. It's going to function perfectly fine, I'll tell you that. Just looks a little bit off. We're going to fix up that Zen nipple as well and just overall trace the sides in here, and that'll be it, and we'll move on to the other one. Beautiful knives, by the way, and very good. Alright, man, take it easy and I'll get back to you.